State Highway 20 in South Dakota cuts through fields of corn and hay, long and flat. On the afternoon of September 5th, 2008, 6 cars traveled in a caravan down this road. The lead car started drifting across the yellow line.
I did see the semi, and then I saw Coach's car kind of veer into the center lane past the yellow lines.
Brett Newton and his teammates on the Northern State University basketball team watched as their head coach, 63-year-old Don Meyer, drove into the path of a semi hauling 90,000 pounds of grain. Meyer had fallen asleep at the wheel.
I remember thinking to myself, Coach is gonna bring it back. He's gonna get back into his lane. That's when I remember hearing the crash.
It was just like a bomb went off in the middle of the road, and then I just remember putting the car in park and just running over the car.
While Meyer lay pinned in his crumpled car, his players responded rapidly, calling for help that was 30 miles away. Some helped the driver of the semi, who was shaken but not injured. The most senior players fought to keep Meyer alive. Every rib in his body broken, his spleen damaged beyond repair, his diaphragm torn, his left leg shattered.
There was something in his eyes that I can't describe, when he was fighting for his breath, and we were there, right there with him.
Meyer's wife of 41 years, Carmen, met him at the hospital. But after realizing the extent of his injuries, doctors had him transported to a trauma center 200 miles south.
They said to me, we just think maybe you should go in and say goodbye to Don before we take him. And I said, well, I've already done that. And so I thought that they might be thinking that would be the last time that I would see him alive.
After 5 hours of surgery, Carmen received an update. Her husband had survived, but she was shocked at what the doctor said next.
He said, did you know your husband has cancer? And, I was just floored. At that point, it was like, just go ahead and hit me with a 2x4 because, I just couldn't believe it.
The cancer was in Meyer's liver and small intestine.
When they told me I had cancer, I felt pretty lucky that they found it that early. I wouldn't have gone through the wreck. I wouldn't have, I hate what everything had happened in the wreck with damage to cars and trucks. But it was a blessing. You read about angels in the Bible, but you never really think about it. There we go. There we go. Wasn't worth resting.
14 days after the accident, doctors amputated Meyer's leg 8 inches below the left knee. On October 30th, 8 weeks after the accident, Meyer was released from the hospital. He was at work the next morning at 4:45 a.m.
It was one of his first days back, and we had one of our big players didn't get a rebound that he should have, and coach blew the whistle and play stopped, and he said I could have got that rebound out of this wheelchair myself, and after that it's just like, coach is back.
Christmas, how many times do we have to work on this stuff?
I think it's what kept me going. Probably what kept me going was my family and all the former players and friends that never let me spend a night alone, and getting back to coach and to work with these guys.
We need to have a great warm-up doing those things there if we want to do them in a game. Okay, let's go.
The Wolves opened their season on November 18th.
1, 2, 3, fight back!
And Meyer, facing intense rehabilitation, uncertain about his cancer, was there, coaching the game he loves.
I love to see how a team can improve and kids can improve, so that's why I coach. There's nothing better than that. That's it just eats you up inside how lucky you can be coaching kids.
Listen to the fans. Here's the part at center all on their feet.
On January 10th, Northern State defeated the University of Mary. Meyer's record 903rd victory, the most for any men's basketball coach in NCAA history.
We're never going to be able to thank all of you, but you need to know how much it means to us, and you need to keep praying for, the leg to recover and the cancer maybe to go away. But most of all, you need to pray that we can all keep the spirit that you people have exhibited toward our family and toward our team.